Kelly, you wanna try and say bye talk sauce?
Wait.
Jack
okay,
and I
yeah.
will say 4 talk sauce. You say bye talk sauce.
Okay.
Dude.
Are y'all saying 4 talk sauce at the same time?
Yeah, we'll do it
Yeah.
in unison. Get ready. This is a big
Alright,
moment.
Let's do it.
We should leave
It's
this
the
part.
highest honor. The
Leave
talk
this part
sauce.
in.
You're good.
All right, we're rolling. We're back. We're back.
Back.
This is huge. Episode 69, part 2. By the way, this is the podcast.
Four talk sauce.
Bye, talk sauce.
Yeah.
The highest honor that could possibly
Did I
be
nail
on
that?
this
Kelly,
show
that
upon a
was
guest.
that fire?
You're the only other person who's ever done that.
Let's
You're
go.
in an exclusive club
All
now.
right, starting.
Yeah, that's what an honor.
Yeah,
for
we
you.
we actually didn't address that on the last episode. So I think we talked about like that we might do it, and you guys probably noticed, but we skipped episode 69 intentionally. So we're on like 74 or something now. But this is gonna
But
be
this ain't
69,
74.
part 1 and part 2.
It's a huge day.
Yeah.
That's the name of the
Glorious.
episode.
A
It's
huge day.
huge day.
Yeah, we were really hoping it would line because we had this plan for like a super long time, and we were really hoping that it would line up to where we could do episode 69. But
organically.
yeah, but
Has
then
anyone noticed?
yeah, well, we've talked about it on the podcast. But
Oh, okay.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they'll notice more now. Probably that episode 69.
Now
comes
that we're
out
like 69
after.
part 2.
Episode 74.
Yeah.
Episode 69.
But yeah, so I totally lost my train of thought, but we were making episode 69, and here we are.
And here we
It's
are.
good.
baby.
Part 2 of episode
Part two.
69. Every
It's a
time
big
we do an
city.
in-person episode, we should call it episode
Episode
69.
69.
That's
part,
good.
part 6. Dude, what if we did 69 in person ones and it would be episode 69, part 69?
Oh, dude, we'd have to stop the podcast after that episode. That would be too important of an episode.
Yeah, but-
we'll never reach that height again.
Yeah, so I remember Bo, we were like, fuck, like it's not, we're not gonna be able to do 69. And we were like, what if we just like skip it
And circle
and come
back.
back?
That's so much better.
It honestly is better. It shows the importance of that number. Yeah, we're like,
Wait, what's your Wi-Fi password?
Oh, no. You can't, no, because
I
that's
don't
actually,
wanna
no, we can't
disclose
say
my
it.
Wi-Fi
Because that's the
info.
password to the Talk Sauce Instagram.
We'll just tell
too.
Alright,
We can
well,
tell. I'll
just
tell
know
Connor.
it's good.
We can tell Connor after.
Yeah, we'll tell you after. So this is our second episode in a row.
I just spilled beer on myself.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, brother.
Now it's a party.
Now it's a party.
So we all took a pee break, which I think it's important that we keep us talking about do I have time to pee in the last episode before. I think that's important. So we're in our second episode, and we figured out that we had the power of Google in the podcast.
Oh,
studio.
yeah.
Oh,
We had
shit.
a big question or a big statement made by Kelly earlier.
Kelly, tell us what you
yeah,
told us
yeah.
earlier.
Tell
Well,
us the
okay.
statement.
All right. So I wake up this morning. We just start talking about fruit, you know?
As you do.
As you do when you wake
Talk
up.
fruit and shit.
Yeah. And Bo, you were telling me your favorite fruit. Were you saying blueberries? You're saying,
My
you're
favorite
saying
fruit's
something like
pineapple. You asked me, you were like, guess what my favorite fruit is?
That. Did I start this?
And
Did
you
I
were
just
like,
wake up?
Speaking of vape, you were like, guess what my favorite
Oh, speaking of
fruit is?
vape, because okay, we were talking about
And my vape is blueberry flavored, which is why I thought you were
yeah, but what was the vape that someone had last night?
strawberry kiwi.
Strawberry.
My buddy
kiwi.
Alex
There we
Aronson had
go.
a strawberry kiwi vape.
Okay, so yeah, he told me about the strawberry kiwi vape, and I was like, "What's your favorite fruit?" And it started going from there, and I got enthusiastic about this because he said strawberry kiwi, and I've been on a tear with kiwis lately.
He's been on a kiwi kick,
if you will. Yeah, I was just telling him that I've been having like a kiwi like every day, and they were like, "Yo, why are you eating so many kiwis?"
And that's what I said. I was like, yo, why you eat so many kiwis?
And I was like, "Listen,
Everything good, man?
well, they're really fucking good, but also okay." So I was saying,
That's the main thing.
This is where
That's the
Connor's
main thing.
Googling's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just give you a heads up.
So Jack, a little preface to this. Jack has always struggled with sleeping. My man cannot sleep at all. you wake up in the middle of the night like almost every night. right?
Not so much. I think for me, I just have to be like consistent with when I go to sleep.
Okay.
I think just I'm like a little weak man who can't like.
Although the
so
other
like if I
night-
have caffeine late in the day, it's game over.
Although the other night,
So sensitive.
the first night y'all slept over, Jack was on the cot and then the sunshine in the window, and he was like, I haven't been able to sleep in an hour. And he comes in my room and gets in my bed, and we do an unspoken ass to ass. and he immediately fell
Yeah,
asleep.
our butts just
That's
like
what you
started
need.
touching and we went to sleep immediately.
Maybe you should get like one of those pillow molds of Bo.
Of Bo's butt.
Yes.
Just go ask you'll sleep
Dude,
like a
that would
baby.
be a great like talk sauce Christmas
Yeah.
gift. We give everyone a pillow of Jack and I, so you could go ass to ass with us while listening to the
That's good.
podcast.
So to sleep really well, you could either do that or eat a kiwi an hour before bed.
Yeah. So
Why
that's
an hour
what.
before bed?
I don't know the
So-
science
So,
behind it.
so tell Connor what exactly he needs to Google here.
Okay, so I've looked up. So I was reading about kiwis and stuff because I was getting into them.
You know when you discover a fruit that you like, you're like, I need to know everything about it.
I need to know the benefits of this. What am I doing for
What are
myself?
benefits, fun facts, trivia.
Yeah.
Fun fact about kiwi, did you know that's also the people of New Zealand?
Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
They love kiwis.
Remember on Middle Earth and shit?
Middle Earth and kiwis go hand in hand for sure.
Lord of the Rings.
But yeah,
The
so
Kiwi return.
the kiwi.
Return of the Kiwi.
The two
one Kiwi
kiwis.
to rule them all.
One of the rings, the two kiwis. So yeah, apparently if you eat a kiwi an hour before bed, you sleep like way better. You get more quality sleep, and you.
So what
You
is
don't
it
wake
about
up.
the kiwi that does this?
I don't know, but I was telling Jack, I was like, bro, you got to try. out
Yeah.
some
Well, he
kiwis.
told Bo and me this morning, and we were like, "That's not true."
So now
And I was
we're-
about to look it
now
up.
we're about to find
Yeah,
out.
and we told him
I,
not to.
I discerned the Google out of all of that, and
that was passive aggressive. You dick.
you said tell the man
Dude,
what to
you know
Google,
what?
and
You
then
need
the
a kiwi,
story
bro.
went on.
You know what I decided? I hate Connor.
If the man had a kiwi, he'd be way more chill.
Yeah, Connor's kind of a dick.
If he had a Kiwi, he'd be asleep at the desk.
If Connor was on camera right now, this podcast would be unwatchable. You ugly.
Is it not?
Jeez.
All right, I got the answer for you though.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
All right, so this is from healthline.com. This
Very
is the
reputable.
first thing that comes up when you Google it. It goes, nevertheless, eating 1 to 2 medium kiwis before bed may help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer.
Let's
Why?
go.
Does it say why?
Kiwis are rich in serotonin and antioxidants, both which may improve sleep quality when eaten before bed.
I'll tell you
Whoa.
what.
Alright,
okay.
I'll tell you what.
Let's
Listen.
Let's
I've
house.
been sleeping like a baby since I've been eating kiwis.
We should house some Kiwis tonight.
No chance. We should find out what fruit you should eat to not sleep and eat that.
You know what thought I just had? I wonder if you have to eat the skin to get those effects. Because I know a lot of like the nutritional shit's in the skin, but no one ever eats the skin of kiwis.
Because
probably-
it's hairy and shit. I'm not trying to get a hairball from a fucking fruit.
But like to get the sleep effects, I wonder if it's in one part of it or if you just gotta if you can get it from the flesh, you know?
And I guess we'll do nothing but wonder about that, huh?
Yeah,
I
I,
feel
don't
like
think
we need
there's I don't think there's data on that one.
I think we need to test it out. You just have the flesh, we'll peel it.
You
we'll
eat just the
eat
skin.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Can you imagine eating just the
Kiwi.
skin?
That's
None of the fun part of kiwi. Kelly was
Just
like,
the hair.
Kelly was telling me that he loves kiwi, and I was like, yeah, I do too, but it's kind of like a pain in the ass because you have to like peel it and cut it up. He's like, no, I bite in that fucker like an apple. Have you ever seen those people that eat onions like apples? They'll just take like
Onions?
an onion and
I
bite
am one
into
of
it.
them.
Really?
No, not
I,
actually.
I had
was
a
like-
coworker who always like every day for lunch when I worked at Academy who would just eat bell peppers. Like he would just be,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just a full ass bell
Yeah.
pepper?
What
He
do
was
you-
like
what color?
multiple. He did it more than once.
I've heard that all
He did it with like a red one and an orange one too.
Is it
which
true
I
that
thought
Oh,
all
you
was-
got
bell
an orange,
peppers
though?
are the
That's nice,
same? It's
though.
just like a different
No.
time in the ripeness.
I've heard that.
Is that true?
Hey,
Jamie.
Connor.
Yeah, Jamie.
Connor, pull it up.
What am I Googling?
All right, so that boy zoned out. He's like, I'm
So-
done with
so
this.
we've heard-
Oh, if you attack me, I'm going.
Yeah. So we heard
Hey,
that
put on a mask and Google this. I can't look at you much longer.
So we heard that bell peppers, like the different colors of bell peppers, are just different stages of ripeness.
Like they're
of
all the
exact
same. It's just a different
vegetable.
stage in
Yeah.
the growing process, basically.
That'd
I'm
be pretty,
Googling.
that would be pretty
We should
crazy if it was
honestly
true.
just like think of a bunch of shit for him to Google. This
So
is
basically-
so powerful.
So I don't fuck with bell peppers, but basically when you're eating a green bell pepper, you're just eating like a non-ripe fucking pepper.
So they're saying green is
I
not.
love
I
bell
guess that makes
peppers.
sense. Green would be the least ripe.
Mhm.
It is like a harder bell pepper.
Before you move too much further into this thought, from insider.com, a viral tweet is claiming that green, red, and orange and yellow bell peppers are the same plant at different stages of ripeness.
I'm killing it.
It's not true. They are all different plants.
Busted.
However,
I am in fact not killing it.
it
He's
is
got something else.
it is true that sometimes green peppers are simply unripe red ones.
Oh.
All
right, we'll
Wait,
give you-
well that's
Is there
we'll give you
anything-
partial
is
credit.
I feel like it's
there anything
contradicting.
on like Breitbart about this.
Yeah, that's the only place we really like
That's
to get
all
our
it is,
news.
trustworthy.
Not that we don't trust Healthline, but
I just
But I don't trust
Breitbart
Breitbart.
more.
yeah, of course.
No, I don't see anything on Breitbart.
Damn it.
They might have like a tips line though, if you all want to look into
Yeah, we
that.
should
Yeah,
suggest
let's
that.
do it. What
They're-
are we seeing on Breitbart?
They're being silenced.
This is a Breitbart podcast.
What
Yeah,
have
I'm curious what's on Breitbart
we-
today.
yeah.
Call up Alex
That's
Jones.
their new segment, just reviewing the news.
Specifically
Daily
from
update.
Breitbart.
Do you think you could get Alex Jones on the podcast? I know
He's
Trey would
in a
love
pretty precarious situation right now.
Yeah.
He's
He
probably
might-
as low as he's ever been, so now would probably be the time to have him on the podcast.
that. Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
if we have him on the podcast, you best believe I'm matching with Alex Jones.
I feel like you would also have to have Trey Easy on the podcast for that.
Of course.
Trey Easy and Alex Jones would have a lot to talk about.
It would be too much.
They should just have their
bring a
own.
knife and just spin it around, twirl it around.
To the death.
All right, what do we got on Breitbart?
Let me see. I
We might
pulled it
have
up on the TV,
this
but we don't have the
segment
angle
might
for
have
it.
to be
Oh,
edited
Italy
out.
votes today. That's right at the top.
Oh, that's
Oh, and what are they voting for? Whether or not pasta is a vegetable? Dude, I did that because they're Italians.
They also Breitbart has a huge advertisement taking up about half the page.
What's it for?
Alex Jones.
Scissor cell geothermal clay cleanser.
I
How
was
much
hoping
does it
it'd be for
cost?
like a vape.
Oh, Italians vote in election that may overturn EU order.
So they might leave the European Union. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what the order means. That seems very aggressive. I don't.
Yeah,
that would be crazy if Italy
the
bounced out
order.
of the
Calling
EU.
the EU an order feels like a very Breitbart.
Maybe
thing
it's like
to
a
do.
specific.
Yeah.
It might be a specific order that the EU.
Maybe
It's
they're
probably
like
intentionally
re-ranking the
vague.
countries based on power within
Yeah.
the EU, and Italy's like, no, we're more. We used to
You
be
think
Rome,
you think they're
bitch.
gonna give Italy the boot? Give me some.
No, not because it
Yeah,
looks like
bro,
a boot.
let's
Yeah.
go.
No.
Don't do
That was pretty cool, right?
Oh no, man.
I don't know. This is going on.
I
This
don't
is
think
over
we
my
need
head.
to review Breitbart.
Jack's like, let's get the fuck
Well-
off Breitbart.
I feel like a lot of
James, like,
those
let's edit this
stories are
out.
probably horrible.
they
Like
are.
just knowing what I've seen on Breitbart, you're usually like, oh my god, did someone actually publish this?
I just want to see if we can submit questions to them.
Ask them if Kiwis help you sleep.
Just message them and be like, what are Kiwis really about?
The truth
Oh,
behind
send a
Kiwis.
tip. Send it. There's a send a tip button.
Yeah.
Oh, and all you need to do is put in your email and then type whatever you want.
all right.
man.
Put
Just
in-
be like, I know the truth about Kiwis. And
They'll be they're gonna be blowing up your line.
Put in Kelly's email.
I know the truth about Kiwis, and in parentheses, you put Democrats.
I'll talk their ear off, bro. About Kiwis.
You do need to prove that you're not a robot to them, though. That is important.
Start proving.
That is the
They're
question a
like-
robot would ask.
They're like,
What
and-
are these
instead of
Kiwis?
instead of like
I've
the-
seen
you know
Xbox.
those like robot checks where it's like photos, it's like select all photos that have a truck in it or
Select all
whatever.
the buses.
On Breitbart, they're like select
Select
all
all-
photos that have an asshole in it, and then it's
Just
like
assholes
and then it's
and
like,
Kiwis.
and it's like 6 photos of Trump and 1 of Joe Biden, and then you just have to click the Joe Biden.
Oh, I thought you were talking about physical assholes.
that'd be
I did
sick.
too. That's why I was like Kiwis.
I was like, jeez, dude.
Select Alex Jones's
They'd be
asshole.
pissed. Yeah, everyone who's like a regular reader, they're like, oh, of course.
They're all
Yeah.
they're all the
Seen it
exact same
1,000 times.
picture. But but you have to choose Alex.
Fun fact about Breitbart: they have a bee inspired section.
Yeah,
But
what's that about?
It's just a B for like Breitbart. It's all positive news apparently.
like what? What are we looking at?
90-year-old receives honorable GED. Makes
From
me
what?
happy to know I can do this.
What
for her.
school did they go to?
Trump you.
I don't know. It was just a photo. Gulfport, Mississippi is feeling accomplished for getting her GED. The ceremony was at Gulfport Care Center. I don't know if GED.
She's excited to pay off her student loans because she knows that's the rite of passage.
Yeah. They offered to pay him off, and she said no.
She said, "Nah,
I'm not
I need to
interested."
teach these millennial fucks
These
that it's an
lazy
assholes
assholes.
to be in debt to the government.
She's just devouring a kiwi while she says it.
I don't even know if this is positive or not. This is the headline: Corgis welcome Queen back to Windsor Castle after long funeral procession. So basically, the Queen's Corgis waited around for her dead body,
Oh my god.
and then
They buried them.
then
with the dead body.
to greet the remains, and then they buried the Queen. But that's their be-inspired story.
That the corgis.
That's terribly sad.
Yeah, but are you inspired?
Not really.
I am
I
inspired.
kind of. Well, that's
actually.
cute. Corgis are pretty cool. I think.
Corgis got.
I
the
feel like you
best
just say.
ass in the
Oh
game.
yeah. Have you seen how they swim? Their butts like float.
just wiggle.
Yeah.
Fucking thick.
How many C's?
6,
6.
At least
5,
yeah.
one for each Olympic ring.
That's a lot of C's.
I just burped in the microphone.
All right, Bo, you're wearing this shirt. You're wearing a pair of Dickies. You got a skateboarding tattoo. We got to teach you to kickflip, bro.
I like to think of my skateboarding tattoo as more of a meditation tattoo. It's a tattoo
Elaborate.
about meditation.
Shut the fuck
He's
up.
doing the little namaste thing. If you look at it,
So you have a
I wonder if the
skateboarding
camera can
tattoo,
see-
and you're like, it's not a skateboarding tattoo. He's
No,
meditating.
I told,
Are you fucking kidding me?
I told the tattoo artist, I was like, I want a tattoo of an asshole, and then that's what they gave me.
Nick and I have a joke that my tattoo on my thigh is like an asshole because I
can see that.
we saw this thing on the wall that was like, I think it was like a TV mount, but it literally looked exactly like my tattoo. It's just like,
That's cool. You got a tattoo of a TV mount. I didn't realize that's what it was.
Well, it's not. It's an asshole. And the TV mount resembled an asshole. And then he was like, bro.
Connor, do you have any
Tattoo.
tattoos?
Yes, I do.
How many do you have?
One.
What is it?
It says "Don't worry," but because it's reminding me because I got terrible anxiety.
Oh, I like that.
Be
That's
happy.
cool.
Yeah, it's in my sister's handwriting.
Oh, she drew
That's
it for
cool.
you?
She wrote it out, and then I asked the guy how much the tattoo would hurt when I got it, and he said, "Don't worry."
Oh,
shit.
And I realized that's the life I lead now.
Where's the tattoo?
right on my upper forearm?
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's facing me. It does. Someone did point out is where people could potentially shoot up, and so I don't want people to think that's what it is.
That would not be my
That seems like a
cool.
stretch
Don't
to
worry.
me.
That is a stretch.
Someone pointed that out to me like within an hour of getting it, and I was
You
like,
think anyone's
oh.
Does that
Oh,
person
when you're at your most like, did I just fuck up by
Yeah,
getting a
yeah,
tattoo?
Yeah, you got this to prevent anxiety, and you're like, "Fuck."
Now I'm signaling to the world
Yeah.
something
Does
very
it actually
different.
help? Like
Oh, I forget
when you
it's
feel
there.
anxious, like
Not really, to be honest, because when I got it, it was also winter, so I wore long sleeves the rest of
Oh,
the
sure.
time. But every once in a while, when I'm feeling a certain way, I'll remember. I put that on my body.
that's nice.
That's pretty cool.
That's a good tattoo.
Yeah, you all. How many tattoos do we have up there total?
Between the three of us, I have 11 and Kelly is 1, so we combined for 12 because Norm
Yeah,
over
12
here.
between the three of us.
We've tried to get Jack to do it so many times, and every time he's like, "My mom would be sad."
Yeah,
Bro,
You
know
can-
what
you're an
Norm
adult.
does?
you can
Care
clip
about your
that. If you
parents.
clip that, my mom will love it.
Jack, do you have siblings?
Yeah.
Here's the secret
Guess how
code.
many?
3.
7.
Oh, wow.
He's Catholic.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
To cut that
Combine
out. actually.
Combined between all 10 Gardners, how many
Crazy,
tattoos
yeah.
are in the family?
None, dude.
10 Gardners, 0 tattoos. Sam is the only one with tattoos.
Who's Sam? You mean Toby?
Oh yeah.
Jack, here's the little sneak around. If your sibling designs the tattoo,
That's genius.
then they can't be upset because you're like, I did it, to remind myself of my family. Then it's a real
Yeah,
catch.
that's
You could
22.
Man,
also-
I've even offered the mom like the classic like heart with the arrow going through it.
You
and
could
she
do
won't
that.
budge on that.
I got a tattoo on my inner bicep of this lady boxing.
Is that Jack's mom?
Yeah, it's Jack's mom. Well, I got it, and I was like, my parents are gonna hate this tattoo. So I named her after my mom. So when my mom sees the tattoo, which
Like
she has,
Nancy.
I'm like, I just got it because she reminded me of you. She's just such a strong woman.
Does Nancy love it?
Yeah, my mom's the only person in my family who thinks I'm funny. Because most of my sense of humor around my family is like, how can I piss everyone off by sucking up to my mom? like
I don't think that's humor. Man.
As your brother?
I'll just like walk in the house and I'll be like we'll be at dinner and I'll just be like, Mom, you are so pretty. Like you have no idea just how gorgeous you are.
They're all like, this
And
motherfucker.
then my mom's like such a sucker for it.
She's like, Bo.
And she knows what I'm doing, but she still like falls for it. And then like my brother and my sister are like, oh, he's about to get away with whatever he wants.
Has Matt seen your stand up?
Yeah, he's seen it once or twice.
Does he fuck with it?
I think so. He's probably seen more of my clips than he has like me in
Back,
person.
yeah,
Yeah,
That makes sense.
but I
He said terribly unfunny. Was his review?
Comments on everything. This is
I'm sad to
terrible.
call him my brother.
Fuck this guy.
He is my brother only by blood.
not by any emotion.
Yeah.
This man is
I
dead to
think
me.
Yeah.
we are about to have to
We're
wrap
wrapping
this
up.
one up.
So this has been
Shit.
awesome. Connor, you're the man.
Connor, thank
Jimmy.
you.
Yeah.
I will remember when you
boy.
made fun of me. No, glad to have you all in here.
Thank you for
All right,
having
yeah,
us,
cool.
buddy. Love
Thanks,
you,
guys.
This is cool.
Let's go.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
My guy.